Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jager of JR Laws, and today we'll be diving into another first episode of a new series called Movie Review, where each episode I'll head into a quick review of a movie and provide my thoughts. This week I'll start with the DC animated movie universe, which kickstarts with Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox. So get comfortable and make sure you have a watch of the movie, as this review contains major spoilers for Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox. Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox was created to be the start of a new movie universe, being the DC Animated Movie Universe, or DCAMU, and is based on the popular comic Flashpoint, created by Jeff Johns, which is a lead-up to the New 52 reboot of 2011. The Flash causes a temporal ripple when he saves his mother from dying that creates a fractured reality where the Justice League is never formed, Superman doesn't exist, and a war rages between Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Flash teams up with Batman and Cyborg to fight the warring factions and works to restore the timeline. I love this movie for a number of reasons. The first being the incredible characters. You can't have a movie without good characters, and this film delivers in spades. And I think it does so well, as it's alternate versions of the characters we know and love. Cyborg is a government officer, Batman is Thomas Wayne, and the Joker is Martha Wayne after Bruce died in that alley. Superman is a lab rat for the government. Hal Jordan never became Green Lantern. Aquaman and Wonder Woman are locked in a war that's tearing the planet apart. Villains are heroes and heroes are villains. One of the best things they do with these characters is show their vulnerability. Captain Atom, who is arguably stronger than Superman, is a helpless battery for a superweapon. Superman is a skinny, sickly twig trembling with fear. Batman is a murderer. The Flash has to deal with consequences of his actions, and so on. One of the best parts of this film was its use of characters in small, entertaining roles, characters we normally wouldn't see in movies like this. Grifter was a badass, gun-toting legend. Lois Lane was in the thick of it, reporting all about the war. Etrigan was just Etrigan. I love Etrigan.
Behold man's final mad disgrace. He chops his nose to spite his face.
And Dr. Volko was the genius who can't live with the destruction his invention has caused. And it is awesome. The plot is perfect, and when it gets boring, we get an action scene. When it looks like we're winning, we get dragged right back down. And these moments are some of the best in the film. We get this awesome Deathstroke character, who runs a ship made up of small supervillains like Clayface and Icicle, and is helping Lex Luthor find the energy source of Aquaman's superweapon. They get attacked, and we see Deathstroke absolutely destroy Aquaman's top warriors, being Garth and Calderon, the two Aqualads. And just as quickly as we see him do this, he's killed by Black Manta. Another example is we see Hal Jordan in Abin Sur's ship, and we almost get a cool final stand for him. And just as quick as we smile when he says that awesome line,
"Beware my power, asshole,"
he's eaten by a giant sea monster. And just like that, he's gone. Shazam seems to be beating Wonder Woman in the climax of the film, and just as quickly as we support him, she straight up murders young Billy Batson. And we finally see Grifter kicking ass in the battlefield, and while we're going, wow, what a cool character, he's shot straight through the head by an Amazon. But props to Grifter, because even with an arrow through his brain, he still manages to dispatch of his killer with a bullet between the eyes, so good on you, Grifter, well done. What a legend. These moments make the film gripping as hell, and are the things you'll remember still 7 years later. The only real, very, very small issue I have with the film comes right at the beginning with the Rogues. And more importantly, Captain Cold, who's one of my favourite characters, so I might be a bit biased here. First of all, the Rogues are a dangerous group of supervillains who, when they work efficiently and together, are more than capable of taking down the Flash, which they do in this movie, but Captain Cold is the real issue. Captain Cold is a calm, intelligent criminal who always has a plan and is never on the back foot. Not a babbling coward who whimpers with fear at the sight of Wonder Woman aiming a gun at him. Like, come on. Gee, that pissed me off when I saw that scene.
I'd suck it in if I were you.
The real Captain Cold is what we see in Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, and in the comics. And even the Flashpoint comic. This portrayal is a trap many movies fall into with characters like Cold. They use him as a babbling, easy-to-destroy villain when he's really just not that. The only reason they could have done this is maybe they were using him as this character to this type of easy to destroy, easy to take down, I should say, as a device to show his difference in the Flashpoint universe, where he's Central City's real hero, and he's basically the Flash of Central City, really. He's got his own museum, he's an anti-hero, he's the biggest hero of Central City, and maybe they use this to show the contrast between the two characters, which I'd be okay with. But it just seems like many movies and TV shows fall into this trap. And another really small issue I have, it's not really an issue, it's just, like, it's weird. Like, when Cyborg catches Yo-Yo after Flashpoint Batman chucks her off a skyscraper, it looks like he just puts her down. Like, doesn't tie her up, because when he comes back up, Batman's about to fly away, like, about to grapple away. So there couldn't have been much time between Cyborg catching Yo-Yo and him going up to see Batman, which means he pretty much just put Yo-Yo down and let her go. Well, she's a criminal. Like, Cyborg works for the government. But, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something here, but I saw that scene and I'm like, wait, what? Where did she go? Like, we don't see her screaming like, let me go, or something like that. It's just, she's gone. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, you know, just a few little issues, but I still love this film. The voice cast. Now, the voice cast for this film is great. Michael B. Jordan as Cyborg was really good, and I really liked the Cyborg in this film. Not many people liked Michael B. Jordan as Cyborg because they liked the Teen Titans voice, but I didn't. I didn't care. I loved it. I loved Cyborg character, and his voice was a big part of it. Nathan Fillion, he's the best Green Lantern. He's definitely my favourite Green Lantern voice, and he was great. C. Thomas Howell as the Reverse Flash is just, he was born for that role. Like, I can't think of anyone else who can play Reverse Flash like C. Thomas Howell, apologies. Kevin McKidd and Justin Chambers as Thomas Wayne, Batman, and the Flash, they were also really good. Like, we had a really good voice cast. Like, Hellboy himself, Ron Perlman, even plays Deathstroke again, as he's the voice for Deathstroke in the Teen Titans shows. And overall, this movie just has a phenomenal voice cast, and it's great. The animation also for this film is perfect, and this film 2013, the animation is great. It's awesome. The only real issues with the animation is the, like, giant torsos, the over-exaggerated features, which, like, make the characters look really weird. Aquaman. Aquaman just looks weird. And Mirror Master looked like a giant thug Batman would take out with a smack in the face, not the skinny, scheming Mirror Master we see in every other version of media. But, you know, we'll let that slide, I think. Overall, the animation was just amazing. Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox will always be one of my favourite movies. It kickstarted my love for the Flash and Cyborg and drew my attention to awesome characters like Sandman, Etrigan, and of course, Grifter. I love it and always rewatch it. So with all that in mind, I rate Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox a 10 out of 10. Thanks for joining me as we took a look at Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox. I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you let me know what your thoughts on this movie are, and any other ideas for future videos in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe to get your weekly dose of DC, from top 10 lists to character origins, and hit the bell so you never miss out on one of our videos. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.